Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 11th through the 17th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. You've got 3 cats in the house, but they're all sleeping over there. So you're not seeing any of them. Now let's play a guessing game. Who could they be? I'll give you a hint. To make it a little easy, which will make it really easy, but 2 girls and a boy. Let's see if you get it. Anyways, the overall energy for the reading, the High Priestess. Intuition should be kicking in. Hopefully, I think it is. Hopefully, last minute it looks like, but in the recent past, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Hierophant. Really not, I mean, see, because on one hand you're showing me, no, I want to heal from something. I want to deal with it, but you're not. On the other hand, you're like, nah, I don't want to because it's too hard. Yeah, this has to do with healing over something that does seem to be quite difficult. And even though you have openness towards healing that, there's also quite the resistance to it. So, okay. I think we're talking about a commitment there. And it doesn't feel that recent to me, but anyways, in the current situation, the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, this is where I feel like your intuition is kicking in probably last minute. There's an energy of a conflict here, and I'm not sure if it's kind of avoiding conflict, that's where the intuition comes through, because I feel like you're the one that's actually avoiding this to turn into something bigger, because I see it here and then I see you, no, we're not going to go there, we're not going to do this, I don't know if you initiated it. That's the thing. Like, did you start it and then it's getting bigger and bigger and out of your hands and you're like, or I don't know who initiated this, but it's right there at the edge of really kind of blowing up out of proportions, and then you're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So you're basically taking yourself out of it. You're not participating in that so that it does blow up. So you definitely are doing good here with that one. Last minute. In the immediate future, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, there's a soul connection that shows up here, and it shows up almost like an opportunity for partnership. So it could be all sorts of things. It could be maybe a new friendship, maybe someone you want to work with, maybe romantic even. But I see you kind of questioning it, kind of being like, what should I do about it? So you get up here with it instead of just kind of feeling your way through it. So it does feel good when you allow it to feel. Yeah, and it looks new. It looks like something new on your path. So we shall see. But let's clarify. Let's do the High Priestess. The 2 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so your intuition applies more to the immediate future here, this new situation that's popping in for you. As I said, it does feel good. Your intuition is definitely giving you the thumbs up on this one. It's like, yeah, go, do, open, yeah. And you take it up here. You're like, You're basically questioning your intuition here, and what you feel that this could go places, whatever it is, because again, it does feel good. Let's do the 5 of Cups in the recent past. The Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're very much focused on kind of creating a brand new beginning. So something went on within a situation that definitely brought a lot of trauma, a lot of things to heal, a lot of things to look at. And your initial response to it is, let me move on from it. Instead of looking at it and unpacking it right away, let me just focus on what's next and let me put all of my energy into that. Which, yeah, understandable that you would do that. Very focused in that direction of something new. But with that, I get the sense that you avoided the actual healing of it. At least initially. For the Seven of Wands, you get the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Star. And I think you took that approach to this of let me focus on moving on here. Because there's definitely a sense of I no longer want this situation. I don't want to come back to it. I no longer want it in my life. I'm done. Like you look like you're completely done there. And I get the sense that by unpacking what the hell happened in there, you were kind of scared that, what if I'm being pulled back to it? And I don't want that because I made up my mind. This is something I do not want. So, okay, so that's just the way you approached it at the time. I'm sure the healing aspect definitely came through at some point because it has to pop up to the surface. For the Hierophant, in the recent past, you get the Justice card, the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, because you are willing to learn, to heal from this. First, you need to get the hell out of Dodge, though, apparently. That's the plan by the looks of it. Yeah, and again, as soon as you felt like you got the appropriate distance from it, that you felt that, okay, I'm safe from here, I feel like you started opening up to the healing of it. Okay. Let me do the Five of Wands in the current situation. The Ten of Cups, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands. This is you fighting you, basically. That's the conflict. Okay, so good that you are stopping it before it gets really, really big here. But this is you fighting with the concept of love, of self-love, and of you, the real you. I think that's trying to come to the surface. And there's parts of you that are not letting it. It kind of makes sense, because when I see this type of an energy, that means someone's going through quite a transformation. And then, that's going to reveal more and more who you truly are. And when that happens, you kind of put it in contrast with who you think you are. And then they bump heads. And I think that's what's going on here. So quite the normal aspect to things here. Let me see the Nine of Wands. In the current situation, you get the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. There's other characters around you here. As you're going through whatever it is you're going through, there's others here. You might be lashing out with this, Where is this energy going to go? When we fight with ourselves internally, like, I'm going to go at war with me. Where is it going to go? At some point, it's going to come out. Somehow. Either nasty or we kind of become aware of what the hell is going on, and then you just let it out because you need a shoulder to cry on. And it's like, I gotta vent, or I gotta, can I do that? So it could be coming out in all sorts of ways here, but there are other characters around as you do this, as you're going through whatever this is. They seem to be holding quite the steady space. For you here, I feel for them too. Is this a group setting type of a thing that you're part of? It could be, or it could just be, the people that are surrounding you, friends, family, so on and so forth. But it's a steady bunch. It's someone you can definitely rely on. Some people, apparently, some energies around you. But I don't see you necessarily wanting to go there in the sense of, I'm going through this experience of whatever, and I know I can count on them, but I don't always want to open up 100%. And again, quite understandable, because you're going through a process here, and that process is not done. And until it's done, you're probably going to want to keep some stuff to yourself. You're not going to be sure of certain things. So it's the reaction and the response is quite normal. I do appreciate the fact that you acknowledge that, hey, I have a support system here of some sort. For the Knight of Swords, in the current situation, you get the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles. Man, you're exploring all sorts of nooks and crannies that are yours. You, basically. You're going through all sorts of places there within. And it is reflecting on the outside somehow. Trying to figure out, because I see these energies outside and I'm like, there's for sure interaction here. While there's this inner transformative type of an energy going on, there's also interaction with outside energies. And they look good. They look better and better. The more you work on yourself and the more you get to that, real version of you, the better these energies look around you. In your interaction with them, I mean. I'm not sure if there's one in particular. I don't think so. It's almost like a blend at this moment in time. There could be one that stands out there. I don't know. But, okay. So this is more of an inner journey type of a thing. Let's see here. In the immediate future, for the Two of Cups, you get the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Three of Wands. Ooh. Man, this looks good. This looks like, when it shows up, it looks like one of those, I've been waiting for you my whole life type of a thing, which is not true. You've been waiting for you your whole life to get to this point where this energy would show up. Because this energy wouldn't have shown up if you didn't clean up a little bit. So, but I know, that's the concept. That's what we say usually. Oh, I've been waiting for you my whole life type of a thing. It's definitely quite a match here. From a frequency perspective, quite the match. Maybe that's why you're questioning it. It's like, it's perfect. Let's start questioning it. Because it's human nature. That's what we do. We're not used to things showing up so aligned with us, And when they do, it's like, what's going on here? Nothing. You've shifted. That's what's going on. For the Six of Cups in the immediate future, you get the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Swords. Ooh, interestingly enough, and that's, again, something that would naturally happen, because everything kind of feels right about the situation, you're starting to pull from your past traumas. Remember that one over there? Did you heal that before you got here? Because, yeah, it's good. Work on yourself here. Grow, to get here. But once you get here and you get this energy coming towards you, how are you going to welcome it? You're going to take out your baggage and you're going to unpack it and you're going to be like, by the way, see this old shirt? Yeah, it applies here. So yeah, your past traumas are coming through, things you haven't healed yet. It is a work in progress. When you work on yourself, you're definitely touching on past traumas as well. But it's going to take a while. It's going to take a minute. Yeah, you're clearing up enough that you draw in energy that's going to match you. How are you going to keep that energy? Are you going to start questioning it and bringing old traumas to the table and kind of looking at that energy in the same way you did at the one that hurt you 20 years ago? So it's going to show up for you. This is a good opportunity for you to realize that, yeah, that's what's showing up, and let me heal that, instead of placing it on top of this situation that looks brand new, it looks perfect, but I'm going to recreate my past through it because why not, For the Two of Swords, in the immediate future, you get the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Devil. Man! Just like you were fighting with yourself here, quite drastically, you're starting to fight with the past you, the past traumas that are coming forward. It feels like it's a freaking flood at some point. Initially, you look at this, you feel it, you're like, this feels good to me. Then you start a little bit of questioning, you put it up here, and that leaves room for all that past to flood in, basically. And then, it's a flood. So that's on you. That's your healing. That's being brought to the surface. It has nothing to do with the situation. You know, that is it good or not for you? It has nothing to do with that. So that's going to be on you there. It's your own flood. And at this point in your journey, I feel like you would expect that, because again, you're quite deep into quite the transformational energies here. So I don't think it would surprise you when you're going to get flooded basically by your own past. It's not going to be pleasant, but it's part of the process. From the universe for you, as a final advice, the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands. You seem super, super balanced. Between your mind and your heart, you seem super, super balanced. Like, even when a flood is coming your way, you're going to kind of try to swim through it, and then the minute you ground and you kind of allow for the flow to take you where it needs to take you, then you should be good to go. And you have that capability here. You have those tools to allow yourself to bring yourself back into balance, rather than getting caught up and, ooh, let me swim like crazy here, probably even against the current. So you're showing me here, the universe is showing me here, like they're capable. They're doing it. They're balanced. They're good, and they know how to get back to that. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.